Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Lay back here with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we got some pretty exciting news. Uh, and it's gonna be that Spider-Man 2 just got its official teaser trailer. We finally know some information when the release date's gonna be and everything. And finally, we're seeing the Spider-Man 2, and I'm just so hyped up. This is awesome. Uh, I know I'm pretty excited, but my apologies. You guys will probably see me saying this video in a few weeks after it initially releases. My apologies on that. It's just I've kind of been away, so I've been pre-recording a lot of videos and stuff like that. So that's the reason why these videos are such delayed and stuff like that. Is for that reason. So that's the reason why. But I mean, this is my genuine reaction. I'm super pumped up for this. I'm really excited. Uh, yeah, I'm very excited to see what goes on with this game. Uh, it looks like it's gonna be awesome. And of course, the trailer just came out. And I want to just say this quickly. Marvel looks like it's going to be taking a dub on video games, to be honest with you guys. I think they could definitely take a dub, just seeing as though we're getting all these different Marvel games. And I'm super happy that Marvel is kind of pushing more games on and stuff like that, which is awesome. I know not all of them will be good and stuff like that. Like, for example, the Avengers game was kind of. I'm not going to say it's completely like a flop or anything, but at the same time, it was a bit bad in some areas and stuff like that. So that's one thing. But I mean, think of all these games we're getting currently right now. We're getting Spider-Man 2, Midnight Suns, the Wolverine PS5 game, which I'll actually talk about just now. Not in this video, sorry, but it'll probably be the next video you guys see. Uh, Midnight Suns, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, and the Guardians of the Galaxy game that is just yet to be released, which is supposed to release soon, actually. Uh, that's another game I'm not too sure about, but I mean, still, I really hope Spider-Man 2 is very good. I mean, I hope it lives up to like the hype and also the last game and everything. Uh, I definitely have some thoughts on it as well. But I'm really excited. Insomniac is actually pretty good at developing games, in my opinion. I think they do definitely a good job. So I'm pretty excited for the other thing too, which is the Wolverine game, which I'll get to in another video. But yeah, this video is gonna be all about Spider-Man 2. So yeah, we finally got the teaser trailer, and I'm just hyped up here. Of course, there's speculation of who would be the villain of this. Previous games indicate probably maybe it could be Green Goblin. At the same time, honestly, I'm taking a guess and saying that I don't think it's gonna be Green Goblin. I don't think Green Goblin's gonna make an appearance till maybe Spider-Man 3 if they ever have one. So let's just discuss this trailer here. Let's give a recap. So throughout the trailer, we're getting narration from who we can presume is Craven the Hunter, basically saying, "I want to seek a foe that's as great as me," and I think basically he's like, I want to fight Spider-Man essentially. Uh, and we're seeing like Miles and Spider-Man basically fighting. And Miles is in this game too. Miles Morales, he'll be in the game as the other Spider-Man, which is really interesting. Uh, I do like seeing them team up and everything, and I'm pretty excited to see them team up again. And of course, Spider-Man 2. Of course, he's had his game and everything, uh, which was definitely. I've noticed this has has a lot of mixed opinions, just because of different things, which I'll definitely just talk about in 2 seconds. Uh, but again, he's had his game and everything. And then finally, at the recap at the end, we ended up seeing Venom speak, and basically, it was pretty sick. I think it was pretty cool. Now, let's give my quick thoughts on everything. So, first of all, I want to get into the release date, which is actually going to be in 2023. Now, hold on before you're like, oh, it's so long, it's so stupid. Oh, remember this. Insomniac is one company. I mean, of course, like they seem to be like on top of like putting out quality over quantity, and that's something I really like about Insomniac too. Uh, and we all saw what the hell happened when they rushed the game. I mean, Miles Morales, as much as I like the game and everything, it felt like a very long DLC, and in the sense that it didn't feel like a full game, in a sense. So that's just like a big reason why, as to why I'm like happy that they're taking like a good technically it would be 3 years, but I know they're gonna cut it down to maybe probably two, or I don't know how long this has been in development for or anything like that. So they're taking a good amount of time here to kind of get up this game and get some good quality into it. I'm really hoping the story and everything is very good quality, as much as good as like Spider-Man 1. Now, I know they're not going to replicate the exact success Spider-Man 1 was. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that would perfectly happen. Maybe they could over exceed my expectations, which could be really cool. But at the same time, I'm not going to try and hold it too high. Too As much as I'm very excited for this game, I'm not going to hold it up too high, just in case, because that's how things flop easy. Is when people overhype them and then they're good still, but again they're overhyped. That's what kind of screws it up a little bit. So I'm not gonna too much overhype it at the same time. But that being said, I'm still very excited. Uh, Again, this comes out in 2023, and recent evidence shows that with the Miles Morales game. But then again, they are also working on, I presume, the Wolverine game as well, which I have no clue what that's going to be about. I'm going to be talking about it in a different video. But again, they're working on that game, which could be some more quality in that. So yeah, I fully well understand why it's 2023. Like, I mean, this is a different scenario. I know a lot of people are comparing this. Oh, GTA, like similar to the GTA franchise, where GTA 6 is taking so long to come out. That's a different story. Whereas Spider-Man 2 is a bit different, where we only have to wait about like, what is it, a few years, and it's not even that bad. We've also gotten plenty of content in terms of Spider-Man Miles Morales and stuff like that, and the DLC for Spider-Man 2. So yeah. Now let's quickly talk about some storyline things I could see. I hope we see. Now I don't know if I'll do a full-fledged video, maybe once trailers come out, more trailers or something. But definitely, so right now the confirmed villains, I would take a guess. Is I'm taking a full-on guess and saying, or not full-on guess. Of course we saw Venom in the trailer, so that's confirmed villain number one. Number two is I'm pretty sure Craven the Hunter might is definitely going to be the villain, unless they pull some kind of trick, which I really wouldn't be happy about. But it's safe to say that it's Craven the Hunter. Basically, that's the voice we've been hearing. So that's interesting to see that. So it looks like we're gonna see a duo, maybe perhaps. I honestly don't even know if it'll be a duo. I don't know if they'll team up together and basically fight, or maybe even like I'm not too sure if they'll team up together and fight each other, or Craven and Venom would team up against each other, just because Venom at the end of the trailer was like, oh, I will, we will. I mean, he says we will technically, so that's definitely interesting. So I'm not gonna officially go like I don't fully 100% believe they'll team up. Maybe perhaps be around each other or something. So that's what I'm thinking. Another thing is maybe there's room for additional villains. Personally, right now, I know everybody's pretty hyped up and they're like, yeah, Green Goblin's definitely gotta appear. He's been teased too much in the other games. And I want to just say this quickly. Personally, it just doesn't make sense to put him in it. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It feels it feels like it kind of takes away like from Venom and Craven technically, or Craven and Venom kind of take away from Green Goblin in a sense. So that's kind of why I think that maybe perhaps they shouldn't do that. Again, they still have like plenty of villains still left for Spider-Man to verse in other games, but at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of want to see perhaps like him get his own spotlight as his own villain or something, and then like maybe we would see like a whole huge identity reveal at the end. That's just personally what I think. I mean, perhaps it could work. I could maybe see it working. If per se, like for example, uh, Spider-Man basically versus in a similar sense to the two-part story, where maybe instead of the Sinister Six coming out of nowhere and fighting Spider-Man, it's Green Goblin instead, and that could work at the same time. But I feel like it makes a little bit more sense for Craven and Venom to be the kind of the villains of this. So I'm not like 100% bummed out or anything like that. I do understand if they were to do that and tease him again. I mean, yeah. At the same time, it's all right in a sense. So Yeah. Anyways, in terms of like voice acting and stuff, we know. I'm pretty sure the people who play them in the previous games will probably come back and everything. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. To happen again. Which looks really interesting. Uh, yeah. So again, in excitement rate, I'm a 10 out of 10 excited. This is like the most excited I've been for a video game in a very long time. I'm very excited to see this. Uh, I just can't wait. Spider-Man 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's really good and really enjoyable and everything. So I'm pretty excited too. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.